Stagecoach Mary, the black female pioneer who protected Wild West stagecoaches. Ms. Mary Fields was born into slavery in Hickman County, Tennessee, in around 1832. After the Civil War ended, she was emancipated and found work as a chambermaid on board the Robert E. Lee, a Mississippi River steamboat. There, she encountered Judge Edmund Dunn and ultimately worked in his household as a servant. After Dunn's wife died, he sent Ms. Mary and his late wife's 5 children to live with his sister Mother Mary Amadeus in Toledo, Ohio, where she was Mother Superior of an Ursuline convent. In 1884, Mother Amadeus was sent to Montana Territory to establish a school for Native American girls at St. Peter's Mission, west of Cascade. Learning that Amadeus was stricken with pneumonia, Ms. Mary hurried to Montana to nurse her back to health. Amadeus recovered, and Ms. Mary stayed at St. Peter's. Ms. Mary took on multiple roles regarded as men's work at the time, such as maintenance, repairs, fetching supplies, laundry, gardening, hauling freight, growing vegetables, tending chickens, and repairing buildings, and eventually became the forewoman. Native Americans called Ms. Mary White Crow, because she acts like a white person but has black skin. Life in a convent was placid, but Ms. Mary's hearty temperament and habitual profanity made the religious community uncomfortable. In 1894, after several complaints and an incident with a disgruntled male subordinate that involved gunplay, the bishop barred her from the convent. Ms. Mary moved to Cascade, where she opened a tavern, but profits waned due to allowing the cash poor to dine free. It closed due to bankruptcy about 10 months later. By 1895, at 60 years old, Ms. Mary secured a job as a star route carrier, which used a stagecoach to deliver mail in the unforgiving weather and rocky terrain of Montana, with the help of nearby Ursuline nuns, who relied on Mary for help at their mission. Ms. Mary was the first African American female star route mail carrier in the United States. She was not an employee of the United States Post Office Department, which did not hire or employ mail carriers for star routes, but rather awarded star route contracts to persons who proposed the lowest qualified bids. This made Mary the first African American woman to work for the U.S. Postal Service. True to her fearless demeanor, she carried multiple firearms, most notably a Smith & Wesson, under her apron to protect herself and the mail from wolves, thieves and bandits. She never missed a day, and her reliability earned her the nickname Stagecoach Mary due to her preferred mode of transportation. If the snow was too deep for her horses, Fields delivered the mail in snowshoes, carrying the sacks on her shoulders. Ms. Mary had the star route contract for the delivery of U.S. mail from Cascade, Montana, to St. Peter's Mission. She drove the route for 2 4-year contracts, from 1895 to 1899 and from 1899 to 1903. Ms. Mary worked well into her 70s. She died in her late 80s and had the largest funeral in the history of the town. Everyone knew Mary, and while it was true that Mary had had quite a few scuffles in her time, Mary was known for her generosity to help anyone in need, mostly children. Thank you for watching. If you would like to learn about other Black history legends, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.